Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you very much for joining me during Envelope Punchboard Week. This is the week-long video fest which has got 7 projects out on YouTube and 5 further projects available via my blog. And today I am bringing you a box that I have designed for my soaper customers. I have many customers who make their own handmade soaps, and so I came up with a box for them that measured 3.5 by 1 inch deep, which is, I wouldn't say it's a standard size soap because handmade soaps are different in every size, but this is one that has been the most popular size, and I'm going to show you how to make it now. I get this and the belly band from one piece of A4 cardstock, which is 11.5 by, can't remember, 8.25, or 297 by 210 mil. But when you're cutting your cardstock, I'm not going to cut it for you because I want to get close enough and I don't want to be zooming back in and out. But when you cut your cardstock, you're cutting it to 7.5 inches, which is 17.7 by 17.7 centimetres. And you cut it down first, which is going to leave you a long skinny strip, which we use for the belly band. So cut off at 7.5 inches, at your 17.7 mark first on the length, keep that bit, turn it around, and then you cut again at 7.5 inches at 17.7, and that's going to leave you another section which is what you make your card with. So that's how you cut it. So you cut it down the length first, then the width. Okay, well, I'm going to put that to one side because I have already cut it, but like I say, it's just because I couldn't fit the trimmer on the onto my desk without having to zoom so far out you wouldn't have a clue what I was doing. So all you need is your envelope punch board. Okay, let me just pop those to one side. You need your envelope punch board, and you set your first mark at 2 7/8, which is 7.3 centimetres, but to be honest it doesn't matter because everybody's envelope punch board will have the same mark. So you're looking for 2 7/8. So you punch and score, and then you slide it along to 4 1/8 of an inch, which is 10.5. Okay, and you come round again and you start joining up your lines. So you can see these score lines here. Hopefully you can see the score lines. You punch and score down, and you join this one up, punch and score down, and whoops, again, punch, score. It's quite rhythmic, this. Punch, score. I'm sure I could make up a poem to go along as I'm punching and scoring. Punch and score. And that's the scoring done. I'm going to round the corners because it makes it pretty. So that's those done. Move the scoring tool, it's not scoring tool at all, the punch board out of the way. Fold up the score lines. Do burnish these because it is cardstock. So just fold on all of these. Fold those. Now how you close this is entirely up to you. You could fold it so that all your sides folded in and it was like a traditional envelope, or you could have them open so that you would open up and put your soap in that way. You could seal it so you had to open your box that way. It is entirely up to you. I'm going to slide it so it opens up that way, which means that I am going to cut these ones and on the opposite side, and then over around here. So like I say, when you fold it up, it is entirely up to you. You could have it set that way, you could have it so that they were all closed and you could only open it in that fashion, so all those bits were stuck down. Actually, so you know what, I think I will do it like that. So, mini glue dot, no, snail, I think, for speed. Snail on all of those. Oops. And that section there. And you just fold up and join your corners up. There you go. So my lovely soap makers, you'd pop your soap in now, fold over your sides. You could seal those if you wanted to. Shall I seal them? Yeah, we'll seal them. There's my mini glue dots. I like using mini glue dots for the envelopes because it is easy to go and stick glue in completely the wrong place. It's not like I wouldn't have done it ever. And then that's how it would close. You could slide it in, you could seal that permanently. It is entirely up to you. So I shall pop a seal over there temporarily. And then a bit of DSP on the top. So this is Wisteria Wonder. This is the afternoon picnic paper. So we've got Pear Pizzazz going on there and then the Wisteria Wonder here. This measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, which is 8 by 8 centimetres. Pop it over, and then coming back to the belly band, now that would have been 11 3/4 inches or maybe 11 inches depending on whether you're working with British cardstock or foolscap paper, but I've cut it down to 10 inches in length, which is 25.5 centimetres, and I've kept the width that it was. Now the whole purpose about Envelope Punch Board Week was that I was using only the punch board and not scoring tools, so I'm going to bravely, but actually you know what, it's not too hard, fold and pinch round, and then do the same, fold and pinch, fold and pinch, and that is creating my belly band. So I'm just going to press those down a little bit harder with my fingers. And then fold this one. And this one. So that's going to wrap round beautifully like that. We'll stick a couple of glue dots on the back of that as well. And there. I'm not. I'm going to stick it to me and the paper piercer. One on the back there. Okay. So that's the belly band, which used the length of cardstock left over. Got the Wisteria Wonder chevron ribbon. That comes then over the top, and I'm going to do my best to create a pretty knot, probably hopelessly, completely hopelessly. Oh, that was dreadful. And then I'm going to do a little bit of stamping, and because I didn't on this one, but I have on the little card that I've already pre-made, I put thanks so much because I think that's lovely, and this is from my favourite lots of thanks set. I love it, love it, love it. Use it so frequently, and if you're one of my customers, you will have had at least one card from me that's got a thank you on it that will have come from here. So I've got the little square one, the sort of sketchy finish one, and my Wisteria Wonder ink. I completely forgot to reach over and get my 1 inch square punch. Bear with me a second. So pop that out. I'm going to have another one. You would have had scrap cardstock, a little bit extra of the Wisteria Wonder. You see, we like to use everything here. No wastage. I'm firmly of the belief that when I'm working on a project, I want to try and get as much out of one piece of cardstock as I possibly can for you. So, oops, offset layer that slightly. You know what, I've done it on Whisper White, haven't I? Instead of very vanilla. Oops, let me grab some. Let's try that again. Let's get the very vanilla. Oops. Try that again. Rewind. You're laughing at me, aren't you? Very vanilla. We'll have another one of these. This is why I don't edit. You get instant bloopers. Let's try that again. Dimensionals on the back, and then pop that onto the belly band, and with the matching card that I've pre-made, this, oh, I should have put I should have put vanilla in there as well. This is designed specifically for my lovely soap maker customers, but also for anybody who wants to make a box that's 3.5 inches by 1 inch deep. You could fit your 3x3 cards in there and have a little bit of room on the sides as well, and certainly your envelopes. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me in Envelope Punchboard Week. I'm having a really good time. I hope you are as well.